So I've always had an interest in playing violin. I bought one of these cheap Cecilio violins, inexpensive. I don't know how cheap it would be. I figured it would be good enough to start on, and as a beginner, I mean, I play multiple other instruments, but I've always wanted to play violin, so I figured I'd get something cheap and try and learn how to play it and see if I had enough interest to get something really good, a good professional instrument. So I get it, and I'm trying to play it, and as you can see right now, it's on. And that LED should be lit, and I have to actually press on the battery box to get it working. So I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going on with this. I mean, even though it's an inexpensive violin, I still expect it to work when I get it. But this one doesn't. So I'm going to try and fix it, and everybody's going, oh no, you're going to void the warranty. Yes, I'm going to void the warranty. The warranty can kiss my ass, so let me tear this apart and see what's going on here. First of all, I want to check this compartment. Okay, this doesn't actually unattach. But the battery is, there's two springs in here. And the battery is definitely making connection. Now it looks like when I'm pushing on it that it actually does a lot better. How about that? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, when I push a little bit on that, seems like it's wanting to make a connection. It's very curious. So let's tear it apart and see what's going on with that. Carefully, of course, so that I don't rip any wires loose and create new stuff I've got to fix. So we'll just kind of slowly pick this up when I get the screws out. Okay. See if I can just ease them up out of there. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. Those are buried under there. Now I'm going to remember how this goes. It's probably key, but we always want to make a mental note that my wires at the white is toward the edge. Black, we'll just say black is toward the black box there. Wow. So you can see that. And my battery box right here. And then this looks like, maybe I'm going to bring this down closer so you can see this. Just hold on a second. Okay, so you can see, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but these springs are actually, that the battery terminals connect to, that they touch on, are actually soldered in there. And these solders look pretty pathetic. And then on the other side, they come in right here, and they're soldered to the board. And again, these look pretty sad solders. But I guess you're, in a Chinese factory, and you got to churn out so many of these things. And you got some, supervisor breathing down your neck, and how these communists are. So I think what I'm going to do is try going over those solders and see if we can cure that. I think that may do it, so I'll give that a shot. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but this solder, this one really looks bad. I'm going to try it with a small, I might have to change tips. But I have my iron on 850, so it's pretty warm because I got to try and heat up that spring too, so let's see what I can do here. See what I can do. See if I can get it to take solder. Well, it's smelling pretty good, actually. That one looks good. Except, I don't know why they turn like, almost like they look cold. But they're not. Okay. So that's that. try that and see if that works. Alright, so I don't have to have this back in the violin just to test it. I put the battery back in, and that's exactly what it was. It was a bad communist solder job. They're not even communists. They're actually fascist. I mean, if you look into fascism, I mean, they have capitalism over there. So if you want to be technical, it was fascist solders. But it's just from some poor worker. But anyway, he could take a little more pride in his work. But there we go, Got that all fixed up. So I'll put it back in the violin now. And then our little mental note we made that this probably is keyed. It probably only goes in one way. But it's always good to make a mental note that, our white went to the outside and our black went to the inside toward the black box. So I'll plug that in. Make sure that's seated good. Make sure we're still working. Everything's fine. Okay, no problems. So we'll just screw them back in. And you were worried about the warranty. Alright, so I'm here in my shop. I got all this, not a great background behind me or anything like that, but it's working. Tuned it up. Seems to be okay. It's kind of going a little out of tune. I think it'll be good enough for me to learn on now that it actually works. So I'll get to learning on it. So all fixed up and ready to go.